Kegerator brands are lying to you about tap count, and it's costing homeowners hundreds. 5 units, one honest verdict. Even the winner has a flaw. Kegerators look simple on the spec sheet. They're not. Temperature stability, tap hardware quality, and real keg fit vary wildly at every price point. Here's the rule that separates a good pick from a money pit. Trust the rating backed by the most real owners, not the marketing copy. That's exactly what drove this list. Whether you're outfitting a garage bar or a patio setup, one of these 5 fits. At number 5, the Pioneer Works Dual Tap Kegerator sits at $549.99 and makes a confident pitch. Full-size stainless build, 170-liter capacity, and a 32 to 50 degree temperature range that covers everything from lagers to ales. On paper, solid. The problem is only 2 owners have reviewed it. That's not nothing. And a 4.5-star average is encouraging, but it's barely a sample size. No long-term durability data. No stress-tested feedback on the taps or compressor. Buy it on the spec, not the track record. If the spec matches your setup exactly, it's worth considering. But if you want real owner confidence behind your purchase, the next 4 have earned it. At $1929, the Cooler Depot commercial dual tap unit is making a bold claim. 2 full half-barrel kegs, 2 towers, 60 inches of stainless presence. On paper, that sounds like a bar build, not a home setup. And the 32 to 38 degree temperature range is exactly what draft beer needs. Here's the catch. The compressor is loud. Owners say when it kicks on, it demands your attention. For a garage or outdoor bar, fine. For a living room or finished basement, that noise is a genuine problem. 4 reviews so far, early but trending positive. This is a high-volume entertainer's pick. Want the most owner-tested Kegerator on this list? That's next. At $1399.99, the HCK Outdoor Kegerator is making a big promise. 3 taps, patio-ready durability, auto defrost. For that price, it had better deliver every single one. Here's what real owners found. CO2 leaks from cheap hose and coupler fittings. No setup instructions in the box. One buyer reported a compressor rattle after just 1 week. That's not a minor friction point. That's a $1,400 unit showing defects before the first keg is empty. It does earn a 4-star average across 40 reviews, and HCK's customer service stepped in to resolve issues. But the gap between the marketing and the out-of-box reality is real. Buy it only if you're comfortable troubleshooting early. The most owner-tested pick on this list comes next. Kegitco promises a full-size D-system pour at $682.96. Nearly double some options here. That price demands performance. So does it deliver? Mostly. At 4.2 stars across 68 owners, it holds up reasonably well for a mid-range unit. But here's the one thing that'll frustrate you. Kegitco advertises a 35-degree minimum temperature. Real owners hit a wall at 44 degrees. That's 9 degrees of false confidence, and it causes foamy pores until you diagnose it. CO2 leaks and tap inconsistencies show up too. Documented, not rare. 1-year warranty covers you, but troubleshooting is part of the ownership. If you're a hands-on enthusiast who reads a setup manual, this earns its price. If you want plug and play, you don't. The next step up, though, 3 taps, outdoor rated, changes the game entirely. And here we are at number 1, the VIVOR Dual Tap at $607. It promises 2 kegs, a 5-pound CO2 tank included, and commercial-grade dispensing at a home price. Sounds like the obvious winner, so let's stress test that. The CO2 tank inclusion alone saves you real money up front. Dual taps mean 2 different drafts running simultaneously. That's a genuine differentiator at this price. But here's where the data pulls hard. Multiple owners report that the internal capacity doesn't match the advertised spec, and there are real cooling complaints. Foam instead of beer is the recurring complaint. That's not a minor gripe. A 3.8-star rating across 141 real buyers tells the honest story. Solid for quiet home use with some patience on setup, but not the bulletproof commercial machine the marketing implies. Buy it with clear eyes. Here is where the money actually separates them. The Pioneer Works is your entry point. Dual tap, reasonable price, but patience required. The cooler depot steps up with commercial framing that does not fully deliver. The HCK earns its outdoor premium with 3 taps. Kegitco is the single faucet workhorse with real owner trust behind it. And VIVOR? Most reviews, highest confidence, dual tap commercial build. Bigger budget, clearer payoff. Kegerators oversell coverage and undersell the tap hardware. Here is what actually matters. Real owner volume behind that star rating. Tight budget and single keg? Kegitco. Outdoor patio setup? HCK. Dual tap commercial build with the most verified buyers? VIVOR wins that argument decisively. Links are in the description. Which Kegerator did you go with? Drop it below. Next, home draft systems compared.